Hi.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello,
You
good
guys
sir.
you should put your head in and say hi.
Hi. Hello.
These are our besties, the Coles. Isaiah's playing with us. Get your head in there. Over here.
Hi.
Hi.
We are going to be playing Betrayal at the house on the hill today. We've played this before. Spoilers, it's awesome. But we'll show you a little bit about the game.
I like this game.
You guys ready to get started?
I'm so ready.
Let's do it.
Alright, first we gotta pick our characters, right? Anyone have anyone specifically
I
they
don't
want?
see
I
that.
want to be someone different every time.
I want to be
so-
Flash.
I'm going to be Flash.
No, I already said Flash.
I picked him first.
No, you didn't.
Rock, paper, scissors, rock.
No, but he's my character.
I'll be the
No, I'm
I'll let
gonna-
you.
Oh, yellow.
Alright.
Oh, I was yellow last time.
I guess I'll be
Am I the right person? Yeah.
Wait, Layla, give me Flash.
Nope.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, she got
won.
it.
No, we're doing 2 out of 3.
Okay. Wow.
Rock,
Go.
Hardcore.
I just don't want to sit here for an hour.
You saw
Go,
me
go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah, no! Come on.
Alright. That's the official way to settle who gets what card. Alright. What do you guys got? And then remember, so both sides kind of give you different characteristics for the same character. So it allows a little bit more replayability. So I can either be Brandon Jaspers or Peter Akamoto.
Ew.
Oh.
Okay.
So a little bit different characteristics. What do I
Yeah.
want more?
Okay, so I
Really?
am
Mm-hmm.
Darren Flash Williams. And I am 20 years old.
Alright.
You got the babies?
And I like music and track and Shakespeare. And I weigh almost 200 pounds.
Wow.
And
A lot of
5'11".
information.
Nice. I've chosen Brandon Jaspers. He likes computers, camping, and hockey. And his birthday is on May 21st. 109 whopping pounds.
Wow.
5'1", 12 years old.
Whoa. Wow.
Alright, so everyone's got their characters. Make sure that your things are lining up with whatever side you started on. And so, for anyone who's never played this game, it's a cooperative game for the majority of the game. And then at one point, one person becomes the betrayer and
The traitor.
and will try to win on their own against everybody else. So we'll see what that's like.
In the audio.
Yeah. I know. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Super
It's a
good.
good game. I mean, but 80,000 times better than the movie. Movie is totally different. It's
Well,
not
Robert.
even like. Which one? Peter should have lost his leg.
Peter should have died. Gail should have been number 1.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wait, are you still reading this series?
I've seen all the movies though.
Wow. Okay.
But
So,
Yeah, to give you an idea, he's supposed to have lost a leg at one point, early on in the films.
But they're like,
And they just don't do it. That's kind of a big part of the book, though. Alright,
Spoiler.
Chill.
We're
Back-
not.
back
It's
to
been
the
out a
game.
long time.
yeah, and it's the first book, so. Alright, so let's get started. The rules say the first person to go is whoever has the next birthday.
That's you.
That's me. So, I'll get started. Movement is not handled by the dice. It is handled by your speed of your character. So mine is 4. It means that I can start moving from. Oh, let's get all of us to the front. So, so then we pick a house card and you go from the top, and you'll notice this is a basement card, but I went to the upper floor. So I just will rotate this down to the bottom until I find a card that has a upper floor.
Hooray!
This goes into play and you follow what's on the card. Now, right off the bat.
You already went 4 spaces. Isn't that your speed?
Yeah.
Touche. It is.
Put that
Oh,
on.
thank
Put that at the bottom.
you.
All right, so I went
My
4
turn.
spaces, so whoever's next can go.
Mine. I'm the professor.
Professor.
Hello.
Where would you like to go?
Hello.
This way and this way.
One, 2. Nope. Nope. Then it gets it out of order.
Yeah.
I don't like out of order.
You just put it out of order.
This one.
All right. So
Ooh, the
she already found the graveyard.
Spooky.
You want to go ahead and read that?
The graveyard. When exiting, you must attempt a sanity roll of 4 plus. If you fail, lose 1 knowledge, but continue moving. And it's an event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead end.
So my turn is ended because it's an event card.
Mm-hmm.
Something slimy. What's around your ankle? A bug, a tentacle, a dead hand clawing. You must attempt a speed roll. 4 plus, you break free, gain 1 speed. 1 to 3, lose 1 might. Or 0, lose 1 might and 1 speed. Oh, rude. Okay, so my speed is a 4. Oh man.
She gets 4 dice to roll with.
I'm a bad roller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
She rolled
So,
a 3.
I lose 1 might.
She loses 1 might. Oh, you know what we need?
What?
Yes.
Mama pointed this out earlier.
Our dice board.
Yeah.
Hurrah!
Dice board.
Horror raw.
Hurrah.
It said horror raw.
The dice board.
Your turn.
Okay.
Wow.
What's your speed?
5.
Wow. Speedy.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2, here.
1, 2, here. Do, 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 do. Is it really?
It's
5?
the Oregon room.
Yay.
Dice board. Helpful for those who like to throw dice everywhere when they roll.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Where did we get this?
Okay.
Jacob.
Oh, cool. It snaps together.
It's an event room, so I gotta pick an event.
There you go. You can roll into that.
It's like you're
Roll into that.
No.
Ooh, this is a new one.
All right. So what happened? Sorry.
I went up and I went to here and we got the Oregon room.
It's an event.
It is an event. Bloody vision. The walls of this room are damp with blood. The blood drips from the ceiling down the walls, over the furniture, and onto your shoes. In a blink, it is gone. You must attempt a sanity roll. 4 plus, you steal yourself. Gain 1 sanity. 2 to 3, lose 1 sanity. 0 to 1. And if an explorer monster is in your room, or an adjacent one, you must attack it. If you can, choose the explorer with the lowest might, if possible.
Oh wow.
So I gotta roll
what's
sanity
What
3.
is it?
3.
So long as I don't roll like 2 zeros.
Come on. A 2.
Roll
I just
2
lost a
zeros.
sanity.
Oh.
Oh.
You can't
Sorry,
call
no,
like as
I
long as
know.
I don't roll something.
Uh-huh.
Because you're gonna
Alright.
roll it.
Chichira. Let's see.
Tara.
That is not my name.
That's right.
No! Okay.
I
Let's
think I can't get one anymore.
Go here.
Alright. Let's see. Here's the ground floor.
Get a good one.
It's an omen.
Omen.
Alright, so we'll explain omens to you. So there are 3 types of cards you can get. You've seen 2 event cards. Omen cards are quite significant in the game because they lead your, what's this called?
Haunt meter.
Haunt.
This is the haunt meter. And so every time you get a omen, you find an omen in a room, your haunt meter goes up. And then you're required at the end of this turn to do a haunt roll. A haunt roll uses all the dice available to roll, and you have to roll at least whatever number is on the haunt meter. So if we're up to 8,
Yeah,
you
roll
can
hard.
use all dice, but you have to roll an 8 or more with all of them in order for us to continue exploring the house.
Mm-hmm.
At which point, we do not roll what's on our haunt meter. We go into the next phase of the game where the
Trainer.
trader is. I was going to say the name of the next phase. What's it called?
Oh, yeah.
The trader tome and the.
Haunt. It's a haunt.
The haunt,
It's just
right.
called the haunt.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The haunt
So during
begins.
the haunt, the game changes significantly. So, we were at 1. That should be pretty easy to share. Why don't you go ahead and read your omen?
It's a skull cracked and missing teeth. If you take mental damage, you can take all of it as physical damage instead. And now I'm to make my haunt roll.
Alright.
Cool.
It's an item.
So she hangs on to the omen and can use it in the game.
And I do
All the dice.
You
Yep.
can do another
Get better than one.
Or just
She
one.
did it.
How many
Yay.
would that be?
Or
If
if
she
she literally
seven.
got all zeros.
Good job.
Oh, yes, that would be.
Alright.
We can continue exploring.
Music.
Wow, those moves.
I only have 3 speed. So.
There you go. Oh.
That's the collapsed room.
Yay!
Great, I only have 3. Okay. You must attempt a speed roll of 5 or more
Oh my
to
goodness.
avoid falling. If you fail the roll, draw a basement tile and put it in play. You fall there and take 1 die of physical damage.
I rolled all 2s.
Great.
You have a 3?
Great. I only have 3.
Great.
And I have to
What?
get 5 full. I have to roll perfect.
I rolled a perfect just now.
You gotta roll really well.
Come on.
You did it!
Yes!
5.
Show the camera.
And so I can keep going, right?
Yeah.
5.
Wait, that was 1, 2. Alright, so I'm gonna
Great
go.
spot, laddie. That's
Tree.
good.
We'll go this way.
Tree.
3.
Laddie.
I can't believe I survived the collapse room.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Oh, it's an omen.
Right into the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm going to the kitchen.
It's such a weirdly placed house.
Alright, the omen states it's a dog, a companion. This mangy dog seems friendly. At least you hope it is. Gain 1 might and 1 sanity now. Lose it if you lose custody of the dog. Take a small monster token to represent the dog. Put it in your room. Once during your turn, the dog can move to any explored room up to 6 spaces away using doors and stairs, and then return. It can pick up, carry, and or drop 1 item before it returns. The dog isn't slowed by opponents. It can't use one-way passages or rooms that require a roll. It can't carry items that slow movement. This omen can't be dropped, traded, or stolen. So I guess if I needed to get you a roll something, and I could use a dog to transfer
fetch
that.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Alright,
cool.
so I'm gonna
Very
gain
helpful.
1 might
Nice.
and 1 sanity.
Noise.
And now I have to make a hot roll.
All right.
I'm so scared.
2 or more. 2 or more.
I keep rolling all 2s. Except for that one time I rolled. When it actually mattered.
Nailed it.
Ooh.
Easy.
Got him.
Okay.
All right, Lang.
Oh, I have 6.
Wow. That's
Shut
why
it.
you like that one.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I have 6. The character you stole from me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Lacks in other areas though, like sanity.
Yep.
I was already insane.
All right.
Sure.
Patio.
We'll figure
Hey guys, so we haven't mentioned this, but you'll notice on the card before you read that, each of these rooms essentially has a certain amount of doors. Sometimes 1, sometimes all 4 sides will have doors. The rule essentially is that wherever you've traveled into, you have to place a door in alignment with the door you just came through, but you can switch how you want it. So she wants the doors to go in this direction, so she can place that however she wants to, as long as those line up. So we'll place her in there. She did an event. Now any event card or omen ends your turn after the event or omen. An item card allows you to continue moving and exploring the house. All right, go ahead and read it.
Okay. Revolving wall. The wall spins to another place.
Oh, jeez.
Place the wall switch token on a wall without an exit in this room or a corner of this room. If there isn't a room on the other side of the wall switch, draw room tiles until you find one for this floor. Then put it in the house. If there are no more rooms on this floor, discard this item. Then put your explorer in the room. Once during an explorer's turn, if that explorer is in either room, he or she can attempt a knowledge roll to use the wall switch.
Alright, we got your wall switch, so it just goes on the wall that doesn't have a door, right?
It's a window.
Yeah, but it doesn't go into anything. So do we need
It said just draw another room.
Yeah.
That's one way to get another room.
Yep.
On that dead end there.
It all has doors, but I guess there wasn't a door there anyway.
Right.
Okay.
Junk room.
Does that mean we have to do that?
You don't have to.
No, the omen.
No, it just says once during your explorer's turn, if you want to, you can attempt
Oh,
a knowledge
she's
roll.
saying this is an omen card.
Yes.
Do we have to open?
No, you don't have to until
Nobody's
you enter
in
the
there.
room.
Okay, nobody going?
Yeah, it's the junk room too.
Nobody go to that
nobody
room.
wants
Everybody hates that room.
Oh, there, you may go.
Alright.
Oh yeah, we got an android in the house.
I'll go ahead and move that
that better?
direction.
Oh boy. Thank you.
Alright, upper floor.
My name is Layla.
I've entered the chapel.
Oh boy.
Once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 sanity.
Hey.
I'm becoming more sane. But I do have an event. Let's see what it does. It says grave dirt. This room is covered in a thick layer of dirt.
Oh no.
Ah, this is the worst. You cough as it gets on your skin and
Ew.
in your lungs. A 4+, you shake it off and gain a might. But 0 to 3, something's wrong. You keep the card, take 1 point of physical damage at the start of each of your turns. Discard this card if an item card increases one of your traits, or if you end your turn in the balcony, gardens, graveyard, gymnasium, larder, patio, or
You can get to the
tower.
graveyard. You can get to the graveyard.
Wait.
Yeah, but not this turn.
Not now.
To
But
us?
Plus, he
Yeah.
also
So
could,
you have to just
he also
roll.
couldn't reach the graveyard.
get
What
the
kind
5.
of roll is it?
It's a might roll.
What's your might?
4.
Was, discard. Okay.
You can do it.
Might roll a 4+. I can do this.
Do it.
I just don't want the dirt in my lungs, you know?
Yeah, it's not good for you. Long-term health.
What'd you get?
Or 2.
Oh my gosh. I guess you're getting dirt in your lungs.
RNG. friends.
Okay, so first I gain 1 sanity, right?
Correct.
And then the card basically says, at the start of each of my turns now, I will take 1 point of physical damage until I end up in one of those rooms, or get a card that increases one of my traits.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yay.
So we didn't explain this, but there are 4 characteristics each player has. Speed, might, sanity, knowledge. If you put a line right down the middle, your might and your speed are your physical traits. So when it says take physical damage, you can take it of either your might or your speed. And then sanity and knowledge are in the mental category. So if you take mental damage, you can take it from sanity or knowledge. So I will have to choose one of these to lose a trait at the start of my next turn.
Oh.
But that turns over and it is your turn.
I am like in a terrible place.
Yeah, the graveyard.
I'm in the graveyard and I have no way out. So I'm gonna go
Mhm.
upstairs too. I only have a speed of 4.
When exiting, you must attempt a
Oh.
sanity roll of 4+.
I have 3.
If you fail, lose 1 knowledge,
Like keep
but
moving.
continue moving.
Okay.
Just keep
Looking for a 4 or more.
Alright, you don't want to get dumber, so
I'm so good
keep
at
your
rolling.
knowledge. Keep your knowledge.
More.
One.
Why am I so bad? I'm seriously like the worst. It's so great.
Alright,
So
so you
1.
lose 1 knowledge.
I think I have lots.
Yeah, that character
That's
does
true.
have a lot of
Yeah, that's
knowledge.
good. That's helpful.
No, I do.
Tell me
It's
knowledge.
4 5s in a row.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Killer.
She's the smart one of the bunch anyway.
This is true.
yeah,
This is
exactly.
true.
Professor Longfellow.
Professor Longfellow.
My turn.
Alright, go, son.
Where are you going?
Yes.
I'm going to go.
That's a bad choice.
The creaky hallway.
Oh, you're gonna
Hey.
couch there?
There's a couch to relax on, or you can keep moving.
You're gonna keep it there? Wow.
Oh boy.
Event card.
It's the library. Once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 knowledge.
Oh, cool.
Which way do you want that? to go. Okay, that way.
Actually, you know.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
Gain 1 knowledge.
Well,
Whoops.
first he's got to do that.
Whoops. You feel your body under your foot.
What?
You feel a body under your foot.
What?
My mind was reeling. How do I feel my own body under my foot?
You feel a body under your foot. Before you can leap away, leap away from it, you're knocked over. I can't read.
You got this.
Say it in accent.
A giggling voice runs away from you. Turn over all your item cards, not your omen cards, and shuffle them. The player to your right randomly discards one of them. Then turn your item cards face up. I don't have it.
You don't have it.
Then you got lucky.
Don't gotta worry about it.
All right.
So get your, what is it?
You gain 1 something knowledge.
One knowledge.
They're in the library.
That makes sense. You're reading some
You just
good.
got
book.
smarter.
I think some knowledge maxes out at 6.
Yeah, Shetty?
What's your speed?
Body
4.
under your foot.
1,
One,
2.
two.
Oh, sorry. Redo. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3, 4. I want to gain stuff.
Okay. Gain 1 knowledge.
I'm smarter.
You went from a 4 to a
No, a 3 to a
3
4.
to a 4. Alright. Give me a tile, please. It's an event card, conservatory. Oh, it's a dead end too.
Yay.
How much of a bummer is that?
Yeah.
It
Groundskeeper.
makes sense for this.
Yeah, I know.
You turn to see a man in groundskeeper clothing. He raises his shovel and charges. Inches from your face, he disappears, leaving muddy footprints and nothing more.
Mm.
You must attempt a knowledge roll. Give me 4 dice, please.
Isaiah.
Oh, party foul.
I dropped 1 dice.
Yikes.
You find something in the mud, draw an item card. The groundskeeper. Okay, if I don't draw 4 or more, the groundskeeper reappears and strikes me in the face with a shovel. The player on your right rolls a might 4 attack for the groundskeeper. You defend against this attack as normal. Okay. I'm at 5 might. I like my odds. Let's go ahead and knock this out with a nothing.
No,
Nothing.
2. You got a 2.
No! Alright. So you have to roll 4 dice
I'm a good roller.
against me. You're now the groundskeeper attacking me
The groundskeeper with a shovel.
with a shovel. Alright.
3.
Give me 1 more dice, please. I have 5 might currently.
Oh, so you just make a might roll against
I make a
that.
might roll against that,
20. What'd you get?
Yeah. You got
yeah!
no damage.
No damage. You can put that back.
You got lucky.
looked disappointed.
Alright, Layla.
Oh, it's me. No, I'm Flash.
No, you're Darren Williams.
Darren Williams.
I'm going
Darren Williams.
Oh,
Dusty hallway.
I'm gonna put the carpet here.
Of course.
Makes sense.
Crap, you know what that means? I can't get out without going to the classroom again.
Well, which way are you
I
going?
don't
That's
know.
true.
She just
Darn.
handed me
It
one.
doesn't matter. You can go in any direction.
I'm gonna go
Oh, my dog comes with me.
here. I want the
Ballroom
here.
and it's an event.
Yay.
All
We don't
right.
have a basement
Closet
I know.
door.
We
The
need to
closet
get the
door is open. Just
I'm
a
about
crap.
to get it.
There must be something inside. Put the closet token in this room. Once during an explorer's turn, that explorer can roll 2 dice to open the closet. Then when we
Ooh,
roll,
what's in the closet?
Ooh, it's great.
Nothing's ever good.
draw. If you get 4, draw an item card. 2 to 3, draw an event card. 0 to 1, draw an event card and remove the closet token.
Oh, that's always positive.
Yeah.
So the closet can keep churning stuff out.
Yeah, I can just.
But she needs to roll 2 dice.
It's like the closet to Narnia.
Do we get the thing?
Closet to Narnia.
Alright.
Oh, I
Roll
barely
'em.
counted.
30.
That's what happens.
Okay, 2 to 3, draw an event card.
Yeah. An event card? Not an item card?
Nope.
Darn.
Jonah's turn.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what it is.
Just read it.
In an accent,
Should I read it? Don't read it in an accent.
Just do it.
please.
Don't.
No, I'm just gonna.
Please.
So, okay, two boys. No, I'm not doing an accent. Two boys are playing with the wooden top. Would you like a turn, Jonah? When asked, no, says Jonah. I want all the turns. Jonah takes the top and hits the other boy in the face. The boy falls. Jonah keeps hitting him as they fade
Oh.
from view.
Ugh, disturbing.
Wow.
If an explorer has a puzzle box, that explorer discards that item and draws a replacement item for it. If this happens, you gain 1 sanity. Otherwise, you take 1 die of mental damage.
Ooh.
That's
Ouch.
lame.
All right.
Roll a die.
Well, you would take mental damage from seeing that.
Yeah, you would.
True.
You really would.
True story.
0.
Nice.
Nailed
She
it.
rolls a nothing, so no
It didn't
damage.
affect me.
All right.
So you're mentally strong.
All right.
I'm only 3. That's not
Hawk
bad.
'em.
Jonah
I
needs to
will-
learn how to share.
So I've got to take 1
Oh, okay.
If you
point
go, if you go in that
Physical
room, you can roll
damage.
and try to get an item card out of it.
I read it and me and Sarah like,
speed, I guess.
Oh, that's lame.
And then I need to get to.
Graveyard's here. It's probably the
Where's the-
closest bet. 1, 2, 3. It's 4 away.
Balcony. There's no balcony, right?
Nope.
No gardens.
this
No.
is a city.
Gymnasium.
No.
Larder.
No.
Patio.
No.
Tower.
Wait, no, there's a patio, isn't there? Yeah, there's a
Go
patio.
here. This one's like, it's not a dead end. So if you end up there, you can explore more. And
One,
it's the
two,
same.
And you don't
four.
take
It's the
damage.
same.
1, 2, 3, 4. But
You'll have to lose 1 more for
Yeah.
your next turn. Jeez.
and then I have to stop there.
Yeah.
Hey, stop stomping, please.
Yeah,
Take
yeah.
one, wait. Take 1. Discard the card. Or if you end your turn. So yeah, I'll be able to move 1.
I can send my dog out there and do it for you.
It's not an item. Alright, your turn. That's what happens when you get great
Bloody
dirt in your mouth.
room.
Ooh, you get an item.
Item card.
Dark dice. Are you feeling lucky? Once per turn, you can roll 3 dice. Do you want me to read all the things?
Sure.
6, move to the location of any explorer not revealed as a traitor. 5, move 1 other explorer in the same room into an adjacent room. 4, gain 1 in a physical trait. 3, immediately move into an adjacent room, no movement cost. 2, gain 1 in a mental trait. 1, draw an event card. 0, reduce all of your traits to the lowest value. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
It's because everything else is
It's so
good.
good.
Amazing.
This is
Yeah.
not a good card for me.
Can you only use it
This
once?
is a bad
Arbel's
card
luck.
for
Somebody
me.
else want to roll for Arbel?
It says once per turn she
Oh,
can do
for
that.
sure. Oh my goodness.
She doesn't have to, but
Uh-huh.
You should give it to me.
that could be something that could be game changing during
Later.
haunt.
Yep.
Wait. Okay.
3.
Immediately move into an adjacent room, no movement costs. So that's all. Just listening interest.
Probably go to a new room, right?
She still has her
There's
Do
no
I
room.
still have? Can I still use my speed?
Yeah, you still have your turn.
You
You
can
lose
go
an item
to
card.
any
Yeah.
room.
So I have a speed of 4. So I have 4 more spaces.
Does it have to be on the same floor or just any room?
You probably
Adjacent.
said
Adjacent,
waited
it has to
till
be
you were
directly
done
attached to
watching,
it.
Oh.
Like in your last room before you did that, but it's alright.
C'est la vie.
Alright, so where are you going?
Okay. Elevate.
The
time.
Mystic
Okay.
Elevator.
Ella.
Last
Do I
time.
have to use it?
So Mystic Elevator just allows you to roll the dice, and it's like the Great Glass Elevator. It can go to any place in the house, depending on what you roll. So, do you want to use it, or do you want to?
I want to open another room. So I have 2 more spaces left.
Last time we got the Mystic
Oh
Elevator.
yeah.
Michael.
Oh, the vault.
Oh yeah.
No, it's an event.
But don't
Okay.
say anything.
You can attempt a knowledge roll of 6 plus to open and empty the vault, which is really, really helpful. Knowledge roll is
You
awesome.
gotta take an event
You have
first.
to do your event.
I think you won't
Thank
be
you.
able to roll till next turn.
Okay, you see a vision of a ghostly couple walking the ground, silently strolling in their wedding best. You must attempt a knowledge roll. 5 plus, you recognize the ghosts as former inhabitants of the house. You call their names, and they turn to you, whispering dark secrets of the house. Gain 1 knowledge. 0 to 4, you pull back in horror, unable to watch. Okay, so creepy. Okay,
So creepy.
I have 5 knowledge. Okay.
Roll it good. You need a 5+.
Come on. Oh, come on.
6.
Yay! Miracle. And I gained the knowledge.
So once the vault is emptied, is it empty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Once per turn, so her turn is not over.
It is over because you just pulled an event card and did it.
I read the rules. It's not over. She could have done it before she even did this event. She has a chance to roll for that vault.
So I have to roll a 6 plus.
Put that in the
So.
bottom.
Come on, 6 plus.
Nope.
Nope.
Boo.
Once the
Yeah.
vault's empty, it's empty. Like it's cleaned out. You can't
That's what I mean.
keep getting those 2 items.
Okay.
Alright.
Unfortunately,
That was a
can't
great
get it.
turn.
Still available.
Oh, that's the best turn I've ever had.
Good job, Arlo.
Up there.
How much? I have 5. So that's
Yeah.
1,
Where are you gonna go? Gonna go for the closet?
2. No.
Where's the vault?
Really open up all the rooms.
To get to the vault. Super easy.
I know. No, I couldn't get
No.
the vault.
You
Where
can't.
are you?
1.
No.
Oh, you can't go through. There's no wall there blocking
Wait,
the door.
what?
You have to go around.
What? That's annoying. I
Yeah.
was looking at that too.
Gotta be able to see, guys.
Yep, yep. Yep, yep.
You
Please
can't
don't
go
do
through
that.
walls.
That
Go
would
backwards.
bother. That's just mean.
That's the basement. We should just take that one out and put it here.
Wait, can we open it up?
Once it comes up, it goes down.
I know.
Yay.
So it's supposed to come up at random
I know. So why don't we just keep it out of the stack so we have to go searching through
because
it?
she found it, so it goes into the game.
It's a basement open.
I thought it was only when we found like a way to get to it.
You guys get. Or are
Or
we
it's
in
a
the
way
ground?
to get to it, or you find the card.
Well then. Okay. It's a corridor. What the heck kind of house is this? There's a corridor right behind the
It's a
organ.
secret.
There's a statuary corridor.
Event.
Duh.
Disquieting sounds. A baby's cry, lost and abandoned. A scream. The crack of breaking glass. Then silence. Roll 6 dice. If you roll equal to or more than the number of omens that have been revealed, you gain 1 sanity. If not, take 1 die of mental damage.
You can do that.
Yeah.
We're only at 2.
Chew.
You can't even do it in the
How many did you get?
die.
I rolled a 8
Nice. So you get 1 something.
sanity.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, his turn over. You.
What'd you call her? Odova?
His turn is over.
Oh, I didn't know
Wait,
either.
what?
Your turn, Odova.
Okay, 1, 2.
Adobo. It's like adobo, but the female version. Oh, the
Cold
cold
shoes.
shoes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Shoot.
One-way slide to the basement landing, so
Honestly,
I
it's perfect.
so I automatically fall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I slide, not fall.
So that was one.
Someone has to be exploring that, or else
Yeah,
it could be
definitely
like
one.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. So I can keep going.
Yep.
Game room.
Ooh. Let's see.
Event card.
That's a good one.
We haven't gotten too many omens, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
What the blank?
Dot,
Literally
dot, dot.
says dot dot dot. Yeah. As you look back the way you came, you can see nothing, just empty fog and mist where a room used to be. Pick up the tile for the room you are in after setting everything on it aside, but put it somewhere else on the same floor of the house so its door is attached to a different explore doorway.
Wow.
Put everything you set aside. If there isn't an explore doorway on this floor, move the room to a different floor. If there isn't an unexplored doorway on this floor, move it to a different floor.
There's
We
unexplored
can't?
doors.
Oh, we can't? Because it's a basement?
Well, because
There's
Because there's
unexplored doors.
unexplored doors.
If
right
they
You just
were-
have to move it
Oh.
here.
it's,
You
if there
Oh,
was,
if it, oh, gotcha.
yeah.
That's sad.
And we've
I didn't
actually had to
Same
put it
thing.
on a different floor once.
Yep. Ooh, fancy.
Voila.
Shape-shifting room.
Wow.
Alright, and you're done.
GG.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go to this daggone collapsed room. My dog's gonna chase. Woof woof. Alright, I need the die. I need die. I need 3 die.
Your speed.
Oh, yeah,
My
that's
speed's only 3,
a tough roll.
unfortunately. I did it last time.
You did.
True.
We can do it again.
Let's see what you got.
Actually, I don't mind going to the basement at this point. 4. What did I need?
5.
I needed a 5.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
You fall.
Don't you also
No,
take
doesn't
physical
it?
damage?
You,
It doesn't
you
affect
pick
your
up
dog.
any basement tile.
It says if you fail the roll, draw a basement tile and put it in play. You fall there and take 1 die of physical damage. Okay.
This is what you fell to.
Wait,
So
your
I
dog-
fell to the larder. Oh, it's an
Are
item
you
card.
good? You get
I'll take an
first.
item.
Listen, your dog doesn't fall.
My dog falls with me.
But you do have to take a die of
I'll
physical
take a die of
damage.
physical damage. Also,
But you also get a might or strength or something.
once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 might. I will do that.
So just keep your mind.
Yeah,
Um,
so does it even out?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Physical, yeah.
Well,
So
it
I'll
depends
just
if you want to take.
I'll have to go 1 down might, and then I'll gain a might, and then I need an item card, please.
Nice.
Armor. It's just prop armor from a Renaissance fair, but it's still metal. Anytime, not just once per turn, you take physical damage. Take 1 less point of damage.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Item can't be stolen.
Cool.
Anytime, huh?
Anytime. And Layla's turn.
It's my turn. I will go this way, away from the junk room. I'm just scared of that. Someone be like, oh no.
Charred room.
Oh, that's worse.
It's an omen.
Yay.
Omen level 3.
Oh
It's
my.
actually haunt level 3.
levels.
Spirit board. A board with letters and numbers to call the dead. Before you move during your turn, you can look up at the top tile of the room stack. If you use the spirit board after the haunt has been revealed, the trader can move any numbers of monsters 1 space closer to you. If you are the trader, you don't have to move those monsters. If there is no trader, all monsters move 1 space closer to you. Make a haunt roll now.
Okay. Hunt roll.
Need more dies, eh?
All the die.
All right, Layla. 3 or more.
It's 2 die, 1 dice, right? Multiples die?
I think so, yeah.
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 Multiples die. Dice the same way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't a great roll, but it was enough.
You barely got it.
Not barely.
All right.
But barely.
Okay.
My turn is going to be real cool. I take 1 thing of physical damage, and
Too bad I couldn't use my dog and drop off this armor to you.
So what happens now?
What is
Is that
it?
card
That's-
done?
yeah, that's
Your
it.
item's untradeable.
I end my room. I
Just says
end
it
my
can't be
roll there.
stolen.
Okay.
Oh,
I
not
could
trade.
trade it.
Oh,
I could
okay.
drop that off to somebody if I wanted.
Oh, okay. I thought it
Oh,
was tradable.
Well, I'm your one.
Oh, can I roll
And
for
you
this?
protect me, right?
Yeah.
Dice
Not in
please.
this game.
I have a knowledge roll of
Aren't
5.
you both women?
I'm mad.
And I want to open the vault. So I need 6 plus.
Do it.
I really want the items. Oh, I got 5.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Bums.
to this room.
Isaiah.
I tried to pick it up. I
One,
wasn't even messing with it.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
It's under your
master. Please, I'm a really good dice master. That's what.
Why'd you kick
If
it?
I
What's
remember
he doing,
people's traits and then I give it to them before
Got
they
it.
even have
I
to
got
ask.
the operating laboratory,
Good job.
and
Ooh.
it is an event. So
Okay.
can I roll my dark dice before, or should I do it after?
What?
Can I roll the dark dice before I do the event, or should I do it after?
What's it say? Once
Does it
per
say
turn.
once per turn?
Yeah,
I'm gonna do the event first.
Yeah, do the
just
event.
in case. A burning man. A man on fire runs through the room. His skin bubbles and cracks, falling away from him and leaving a fiery skull that clatters to the ground. Okay, you must attempt a sanity roll. 4 plus, you feel hot. Gain 1 sanity. 2 to 3, out. You must get out. Put your explorer in the entrance hall. 0 to 1, you burst into flames. Take 1 die.
Oh, man.
Physical damage. Okay, so
It's
my
right here.
sanity
It's right here.
is 3. Oops, sorry. Okay. So I need 4 plus. Oh, I got
2.
2. I'm so terrible. Great. I'm all the way over here.
At the entrance hall, yeah.
Okay, and.
And then you wanted to do your dark dice roll?
Yes, I do want to do my dark dice roll.
I don't know what. Roll 3 dice.
Oh, perfect. Yes, something better.
5.
Move one other explorer in the same room into an adjacent room, so nobody's with me. Okay. Cool. Your turn, guys.
No, Isaiah's not.
What about me?
Let's go.
Isaiah's not the time master.
We're not gonna fight over the Time Master. Okay. Is that it?
Wow.
Here. I'm gonna go this way. Hey, small.
Oh, sorry.
Underground lake.
Event.
Ooh, good one.
Whoa, I've never seen this card before.
Go swimming.
Yeah, that's what you'd want to do.
And creepy deep
Go into
water.
the basement, walk into a nice
Swim.
game room, and then into a lake.
My toe wouldn't touch that water.
Yeah.
Footsteps. The floorboards slowly creak. Dust rises. Footprints appear on the dirty floor, and then as they reach you, they are gone. Roll 1 die. An explorer in the chapel rolls 1 additional die on this roll. 4 you and the nearest explorer gain 1 might. Oh. 3 you gain 1 might, and the nearest explorer loses 1 sanity. 2 lose 1 sanity. 1 lose 1 speed. 0 each explorer loses 1 point from a trait of his or her choice. Wow. So I'm affecting you guys. Okay. How many? Wait. So what kind of a might? Right?
Yeah.
So my might 4.
I'm the nearest dadgum explorer.
So just roll well.
That's
Do
actually
the,
not bad.
Yeah, you want the good stuff.
No, well, I
You want
lose.
the
I
4.
lose no matter
You want
what.
4.
No, you can gain.
Oh, gain a
you
might.
can gain
Yeah, you can
Get
get
4.
stuff. Yeah.
Get 4.
Nice.
Yes.
You got a 5.
5. So you and the nearest explorer gain 1 might. You're welcome. Now give me your armor.
Negative.
Are we good? Is it still recording?
It is.
He's shutting off his butt ringer.
What can I say except welcome?
Wait, am I done? Because I didn't.
There's so many good movies coming out. I'm so excited.
Like
Lion King, Aladdin. I want to watch all of those things. Obviously, Avengers, Spider-Man.
Wait.
Avengers is in April.
I don't know how I
Oh,
feel
what
about
do you-
Lion King and Aladdin.
Why?
Wait,
Have
Avengers
you
is
seen-
April?
Will Smith?
Yes.
I know. I'm not excited about that, and I just want to watch it. Just
He'll be a good genie. Calm down.
What do you think
I
about
think
Captain Marvel?
He's cursed. I
Yes.
mean, I love Will Smith, but
That's this month. Or March.
I'm
I
excited.
think
Yeah.
it'll be good. I'm not
Alright.
excited to watch that.
I'm gonna go
You
there.
gotta know who she
Basement
is.
card.
Yeah, exactly. I want to watch it just because for that reason, and then I definitely want to watch Spider-Man. Jimmy Jill do it. I love
Wait.
An event card. Research lab.
The same guy, right?
Is
Is
you
this
watch
the
their
third
one?
one?
No, it's the second one.
Image in the mirror. If you don't have any item cards, I do. Right? Yeah. This event affects the next explorer, but I already have item cards. Discard this card if no explorer has an item card. Okay. There is an old mirror in this room. Your frightened reflections move on its own. You realize it is you from another time. You need to help your reflection. So you write on the mirror, this will help. You then hand an item through the mirror.
Ooh.
Choose one of your item cards
Yes.
and put it on the item stack. Then shuffle that stack, gain 1 knowledge.
What?
Oh, he
This
loses
is
his
great.
armor and gains 1 knowledge.
I'd
instead.
rather have the armor.
Give it
I
to
like
your
that
former self.
See, you should have given it to me before
Not
you lost
former.
it.
Alright, you can
Future.
put this event in the back of the card, and then I'm
No.
supposed to
That's so
what?
great
Put
because
it on top and shuffle.
Put it on. Yeah, just shuffle.
there's an event card that you find a mirror and then you see a version of you, and then the version of you writes this will help on the mirror and gives you an item, and if you like
What?
and
Uh-huh.
like
That's
I like
cool.
that.
it gave me a random item, which was
Very, very cool.
That's
Alright.
cool.
Layla's up.
Okay, I'm gonna go
All right.
Still on the ground.
I'm just exploring.
What if there are no more ground tiles? Then you can't go that way?
Correct.
Dining room. Uh-oh.
We're getting there. We're building out a pretty good house
Do
here.
you want
Yeah,
it to
we
go
want
that
to
way or do
open
you want it to connect?
all the rooms as much as
I
we can.
think there's not very many ground left.
I know it was beneficial that one time that we didn't have rooms. That
Depends on which character you
Crystal.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for me though. I was the zombie lord.
Yeah.
I was the zombie lord.
Might get stuff away, don't.
I want to say
Mama.
zombie lord. Calm down.
Crystal ball. Hazy images appear in the glass. Once during your turn, after the haunt is revealed, you can attempt a knowledge roll to peer into the crystal ball. We don't need to know for now.
Cool.
Awesome.
Haunt roll.
Haunt roll.
Wait, how many haunts do we have now?
4.
Yes.
Haunt it up.
Put it here, please.
No, I know. I'm just trying to grab one.
You can do this.
Yay.
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 Nailed it.
No haunting.
This is getting us our most omens.
That's okay.
It's true.
What does that mean?
And two.
All right, I will move
What
in
does
this
that mean?
That's one more
direction.
than
Oh man.
Gardens. No.
Jason,
Oh.
are you trying to jinx us?
No, I'm not.
Image in the mirror.
Mm.
This is an old mirror in the room. Your frightened reflection moves on its own. You realize it's from another time. The reflection writes on the mirror. This will help.
Mhm.
Then it hands you an item through the mirror. Draw an item card.
It's the reverse of my card?
Yeah.
Wow.
Idol. Perhaps it's chosen you for some greater purpose, like human sacrifice. Once per turn, you can rub the idol before making a trait, combat, or event roll to add 2 dice to the roll. Maximum of 8 dice. Each time you do, lose 1 sanity. So,
Yow.
all right.
I have
That goes
gained
under.
an unusual amount of points on my
That's
stuff.
good.
Like that's
Nothing's happened to me.
crazy.
It's good for you if you're not the.
I've
The
gone
traitor.
up 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4. I've gone up
My
4,
turn's up.
4 points.
I like how the chairs, like, I would put
We've
this
seen a
out
lot
on
of
that
the
water
media-
ice
I know.
swimming.
I'm gonna go upstairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get the
Oh,
We're gonna
Gonna
roll
roll.
that
one
again.
for
vault.
why not? I'm
Crack that vault.
Crack it.
5.
I'll give you my rolling powers.
I need them.
I intercept the rolling powers.
Oh.
You have to ask her for her.
Oh my god! I'm seriously so
You rolled a 2.
bad.
Good interceptor.
You rolled a
No,
2.
hold on, I'm
You
gonna roll
did
my
it.
5
next
dice.
I'm the worst roller.
What are you rolling now?
Her dark dice.
Oh wow, she's going for it. She's a risk taker.
5.
It's the same one you did before.
No one's in your room.
One other explorer
Aw.
in the same room.
She's so lonely.
Into an adjacent room.
My
That's
turn.
the worst roll.
Well, unless mom wants to go somewhere.
Why? No, that was 4.
That was it.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, do it. Oh, and you
Roll.
intercepted. You intercepted
It
the powers.
is a knowledge roll.
Okay, I've got 4.
Plus my rolling powers.
Plus rolling powers. 6 each. Okay.
Oh my god!
It worked.
I got the revolver, a weapon. An
That's
old
such
looking,
a
potent
great
looking
one.
weapon. You can use a revolver to attack with speed instead of might. Roll 1 additional die on your speed attack roll. With a revolver, you can attack anyone in the same room or within line of sight. If you attack someone in another room and lose, you don't take damage because you can attack someone through doors.
Yep.
You can't use another weapon while using this one. A candle. It makes the shadows move. At least move what? You hope it's doing that. Okay. If you draw an event card, roll 1 additional die. Okay.
Nice.
If you have the bell, book, and candle, gain 2 in each trait.
Oh wow.
The first
Dang.
time you lose one of those 3 items later in the game, lose 2 from each trait.
Sure. Cool. Well, that'll help.
I've never
You
seen
get to
that.
roll an extra dice on every event card.
Yep.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, I moved 3, so I can move 2.
You have 5 speed. Cool.
Yeah. So if I move 2, I can go here. I'm gonna go 1, 2. I know. Roll 2 for the mystic elevator.
Nice.
Okay, so 4 any floor, 3 upper floor, 2
1.
ground floor, 1 basement.
Come on down.
All Alright, where in the basement do you want to
I'm
end
going
up?
on the opposite side.
Isaiah!
I didn't mean to, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
On the opposite end, like here?
Yepers.
What did I tell you about Yepers?
Yepper. What's wrong with Yeppers?
So August quote.
Yepers and what did I tell you about the Yepers are lines from the office. Alright,
I don't know what that
Jachira.
is.
Where am I? Okay, in the
You're not
creepy
you're
water.
swimming with the alligators.
Okay.
There's no alligators.
Just dirt.
They're underwater. You can't
Why
see
do
them.
you-
Why did
Why do you do
not-
that?
Okay.
What?
Why didn't you just go out the door?
Oh.
Yeah, go back.
Reverse. Rewind.
What?
What?
No!
Hey, it's her
Jachira!
game. It's her game.
Whatever she wants to
It's
do.
her move.
There, now you get the chasm. You deserve it. You deserve the chasm.
What's that move?
That's so weird.
Am I stuck?
Are you stuck?
You have to roll and go
It
across.
says-
Only when you
In
leave,
order
right?
to cross it, you have to do a speed
She's
roll.
not
So I
leaving
still
yet.
have one more.
Oh, you do.
Okay.
So you can try a
Yeah.
speed
So,
roll. You can try a
can I
speed
just
roll.
like...
Yeah, you can totally waste your turn. Go, Jason.
What was that?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just kidding. I'm gonna go there. Give me a basement tile.
Crazy.
That's something that
Oh,
Tara would do.
servant quarters.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Oh, man.
Jason, you better not screw this up.
it's a spear, a weapon pulsing with power. You roll 2 additional dice, maximum of 8 when making a might attack.
Ooh.
I am hardcore powerful, y'all. Make a hunt roll. Give me the die, please.
Roll.
I'm so good at this.
More than 5. More than 5. 5 or more.
5 or more, 5 or more.
Don't roll like mother.
What is
Way
it?
more than 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yay. Alright,
Drunkers.
All right, Lily.
go.
Okay. 1, 2. I don't know how many more we have.
Which is good. It's good.
So this might be a first.
Out of grounds.
I think so.
Yep.
So
What is
I
that?
need to read. Can you hand me the rules? So this is new. Let's find out what happens when you're out of cards. Okay, element.
It happened last time we played with Mason.
Okay, so what? Did
Okay.
you read the rules?
No.
Oh.
We just,
Oh my god.
we just decided you can't go farther. You just have to live with whatever you have as your ground floor.
Yeah. Looks like
Brown?
it's pretty big ground floor. And it's a really awkward layout. Maybe
What
there's
happens when you
something
get to the end of the stack of room tiles?
Whoa.
If you go through the whole stack of room tiles, shuffle the tiles you set aside in a discard pile, and start a new stack with them, then continue with the new stack.
But I think that's
It's the same
all.
thing.
Gotcha.
If you run out of room tiles for one of the floors of the house, ground, basement, or upper, you can't discover any more rooms on the floor. You've found them all. That's it.
Okay, so
I
you
was
can't
right.
go out this
So,
door.
wait, can I just stay here? Pretend I didn't move.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
No.
She started here.
I know. But she
But
had
she
to do
did
that to
move.
find
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
So how many? What's your speed?
1,
Like a
2,
million.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. Okay.
I was just trying to get downstairs to help them.
Alright.
So Jacob.
Well, that's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
My turn.
Out of bed.
Okay. Her turn. My speed is a 4.
Don't get an omen because you can't roll more.
1,
2.
2.
Jason, don't jinx it.
It's an omen.
Oh.
Boy.
Jason, shot to the
The hot level goes.
You can choose to fall.
Isaiah,
I'm
don't
in the
intercept
gallery.
it. Don't intercept it.
You can choose to fall to the ballroom if it's in the house. If you do, take 1 die of physical damage. Is there in the house? Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, me and
Then you
Jason
can
gave
choose
Mother our rolling powers.
Okay. What's your omen?
Medallion. A medallion inscribed with a pentagram. You're immune to the effects of the pentagram chamber, crypt, and graveyard. Make a haunt roll now.
Isaiah.
6 or more. 6 or more.
We're good at it.
Really? What did I get?
2,
Oh.
3, 4, 5.
Even with all of our powers combined, Mama still couldn't roll more than a 6.
Why?
All right,
The
can
haunt
you please give me the Trader's
I
Tome?
want to be the traitor.
The
Really bad.
second phase of the game begins.
Make me the traitor game.
Trader's Tome. All right, here we go.
It's based off of what happens.
First, what room?
I'm
What
in
room were you in?
Gallery.
In the gallery. And what item?
Medallion.
Let's see.
Should be a new one.
Gallery medallion is
Oh my goodness. Mom.
36.
36.
And 36, the trader is Missy Dubaro.
That's me.
You got
Yes.
it.
Yes.
You
Give
got
me that
it.
Why
Yeah.
does it say?
This is
It says Missy
Babe,
Dubaro.
this is yours. Isaiah.
It says Missy Dubaro, and then in parentheses it says swimming. Does it say?
Swimming?
Swimming.
No.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe you have to go down to the lake.
What if it was the other girl? Like I picked.
No. It's Zoe Insta.
But what if you had picked that person?
Okay, so what is the?
Then it says or the highest, whoever has the highest speed.
So I chose Missy Dubaro.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah, that's good.
I just don't know why it says.
Looks like
Lord.
he looks like
Okay,
a
yeah.
It's French.
Some of these say.
Tara, what is it?
Some of these say see dolls, camping, old movies. I don't know why.
I don't either, but let me see.
Mustache.
Maybe Dubaro means swimming.
Kill him. Kill.
I got a
See,
spear.
that's all
See?
because you
Matt,
won the
Josh,
last
Swimming.
rock, paper, scissors, eh?
What is it? Is it 36?
He's got the gun.
Yeah,
You got a dog.
Isaiah, it's all because
This
you
is yours,
lost.
babe. This is yours. No, look at that's ours.
No,
Yours,
it's not.
Trader's Tome.
You are the traitor.
Yeah,
Oh.
we were reading the survival.
Did
See
you
you
read it?
later.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so the second phase of the game happens, and the traitor, this person over here,
Leaves.
yeah, he has to leave and read his own version of what he's supposed to do, and we have to read our version of what we're supposed to do,
I'll
and
see y'all tomorrow.
We'll text you when
strategize.
we're ready.
it's become real-time strategy right now.
Us versus Isaiah.
We
RTS.
must win.
Missy something or other.
Okay, do you want me to read it? Haunt
Yes.
36, here we go. Better with friends. The medallion glows a bluish black, pulsing steadily in the gloom. You feel the house shift as water rushes into the basement. Didn't someone mention a boat stored in the attic?
Mhm.
All of you immediately run up the stairs, all except the one who brought you here. Your traitorous companion doesn't seem interested in escaping. The house is sinking. You don't have time to figure out why, but you might have enough time to escape. What you know about the bad guys, the traitor has lured you here to die. The house is sinking into an underground swamp, and you will drown unless you escape. You win when at least half the heroes who started the haunt escape the house alive. You can't leave any living heroes behind in the house when you escape. How to escape the house. So we have a rowboat in the attic. If the attic is not yet in the house, you'll have to explore the upper floor until you find it. We don't have it. Okay, what?
The attic
We have to
room.
find the attic up
In the
here.
attic.
It's
It's
not
tile.
So we need to open all these.
Yeah.
Okay, pick up the rowboat and carry it from the attic to the balcony or tower. So we don't have those either.
My dog might come in handy though.
So put the rowboat token on your character card while you're carrying it. So the rowboat is a heavy item, so while you're carrying it, each room you enter counts as 2 spaces of movement.
Yeah. So it's slowing your speed, so your dog can't carry the rowboat.
Not by himself. Only, oh wait, the dog cannot carry the rowboat.
It
Oh,
says
it
that.
says it. Darn. Stupid dog.
Okay, as soon as all the living
Molly's
heroes
little.
are, but the rowboat can be traded, so if we're in the same room, we could pass it on.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as all the living heroes are in the balcony or tower with the rowboat, you escape. You can't escape while any living hero is still in the house.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so we all have to get together.
So
We all have
So
How do we get out of the basement?
You're gonna have to get up here.
How?
the elevator. I guess?
But that's
Oh,
one person.
man.
Is there a card, specific basement card, that
Yeah.
moves you to the upper floor?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So we can still
You can-
open
I
up
mean, you
another
can-
room. Hoping
One
to get
person can use that elevator.
Wait, there's no stairs yet?
Oh.
Oh no.
I wonder.
Three of us
Hey,
down here.
I wonder if you guys just all get in the elevator and one person uses the elevator.
I can try it.
You know what I'm
That's a lot of turns though. To get
I
there.
can't even make it there in one turn.
Okay.
Though. I only have 3.
Let's just. I mean,
Who knows how quickly you die in
honestly,
downstairs?
just open the as many
Drown.
rooms as we can. Okay. If any.
It might be best for you to just move and hopefully find the staircase.
And then I
Yeah.
jump in the
Yeah,
elevator.
I think
Uh-huh.
just keep opening until.
Because
you
it's
can-
gonna go. It's actually you're gonna start.
Oh.
You're gonna start. It's the person to the left of the trader.
Yeah,
So
you
I'll
can
go
do it and
elevator.
roll
So
instantly.
you can get the 2 of you out of there. You
Okay.
just need to roll better than a.
Is this a might roll?
A
or-
0.
No, you have to roll either 0 or.
Or you need a 2, 3, or 4.
But what's her dice?
What is it that I roll?
You roll 2 dice.
2 dice.
Oh.
You have to roll a 2, 3, or 4 to get out of the basement. If you roll 0 or 1, you're stuck in the basement.
But it would be nice for you to get to the attic straight away,
Yeah.
So you
which
want you
could
want
happen. You could take
Yeah.
later.
Or to
with
the
you.
upper.
3 or-
We don't
3 or
have the
4.
attic or
Who is
tower
this?
or balcony open, guys. We
Isaiah.
have to open those.
Oh.
Oh, that's Isaiah.
Why is that Isaiah?
Is that Isaiah?
Yeah, because he took the elevator down here.
That
Oh.
sucks.
So I take him up with me. And
I don't know if that's
We don't
smart.
know if that's good or bad.
Yeah.
He's got a revolver.
I say you have to. No, he drops everything.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually it had you drop everything.
Right.
We don't know though. We
But-
don't know what he's become.
At this point, he's just trying. I think mostly he's just trying to drown
You just sound like a
us.
bad person that
Well,
lures
he
you.
wants us to drown. So he may have some kind of power that can drag us to the basement, or he may just have some ability to stun us, or he may just straight up attack us. But the thing is, you can still move after that. What's your speed?
4.
So you can go 1, move the elevator, and then move out of the elevator.
I need to open room.
Yeah.
So you could go like here, move the elevator, and then go to another room.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me read the rest of this. Okay, so effects of flooding. If any explorer, including the trader, begins a turn on a flooded level of the house, the following effects apply. So we don't know what a flooded level is.
Maybe flooded. Yeah.
We don't know.
But
As soon as he
it
gets in.
says something. It says partially flooded, move 2 fewer spaces that turn.
If it's fully flooded, move 4 fewer spaces that turn and
What?
take
2
2 points of physical
physical
damage.
Oh.
Wow.
I gotta go.
This cannot be prevented or reduced.
In any way.
You need to find some stairs.
I gotta get the
No
heck
matter
out.
how flooded the house is, you can always move at
It's a
least
decent
1
chance
space
you-
each turn
Okay.
until you die.
Until you die. So, slowing the flood. The trader is using the turn/damage track to mark the passage of time. During your turn, you can drop the medallion in a partially or fully flooded room to stop the sinking for 1 turn. Okay, so when you do, discard that card. During the trader's next turn, he or she does not advance the turn/damage track. If you win, paddling with all your might, you move the boat away from the foundering house. You can hear your friends screaming at you over and over, "Come back, come back."
Wait, that's if we win.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so we gotta get you out of the basement straight up.
yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're gonna have the most time in the attic.
Yeah.
I'm one space away
Yeah.
from the attic. Who's this?
Layla,
Me.
she can get
You're-
upstairs. She's got
Come
tons of
upstairs.
movement.
I'll just open rooms.
So most of us are
Can you
good.
get Mimi? Check her.
We gotta get you guys out of there. You can obviously get out pretty easy.
But I'm bringing.
Just
my
take him with you. I mean, at this point, it's gonna be worse for you to stay. It'll be worse for you to stay.
Because it's gotta flood from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Can I recap the how we win? So everybody has to be out or in here to
Mhm.
even like escape, but
Or dead.
we
Any living explorer.
oh gotcha
So let's
has to
say
be
Jason.
there.
Let's say Jason gets stuck and
Why do you
dies.
want? Why
We
do you
can
want
still
her?
escape.
Oh,
But
just give her the
does
bottle. Is she
It has to
fussy?
be more than
But
half of
we
the survivors.
win.
Relaxing with the
With-
ledge.
yeah more than half of the survivors
Yes.
or how many we like so we have to have 3 people make it out
To win.
Yeah.
Well, it says, okay,
2 and a
so
half.
to win, at least half the heroes who started the haunt escape the house
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
So,
So there's
2.5.
4 of us starting the hunt together.
No,
5
5.
of us.
Yeah,
So we have to
so
have
we
at
have
least 3 people
3 people, yeah.
Yeah.
survive and get out together.
So if he kills 3 of us, we lose.
Yeah. So, we need to open the attic. You guys need to come upstairs. We need to get the rope out.
Which we need the balcony and
Tower, yeah.
We'll
So
put
the
some
balcony
rooms up
or
there.
tower is how we get out.
It's just literally racing to
And how
find.
do we get the building? We have to find the attic. The rowboat's
It's
in the
in
attic.
the attic.
Oh. So
And
once we
then-
open the attic, the rowboat will be there. Then we have to drag it to the balcony or tower, which we don't have them yet. So. Okay. I'll just start opening rooms. Yeah.
Hopefully we find rooms that have other doors.
The only thing is we don't know how it floods. Like, how does that work?
Well, it says it started. It says it started.
Partial.
It says it starts in the basement.
I know, but we don't know how that works. You know what I mean? Like, does it happen every
just,
turn?
It's just a counter, so it's probably
Every turn.
either every turn or every round. It could be one of those things where like one. You know what it could be? Is it could be that at the end of. It could be at the end of each person's turn, he flips over one basement card until they're all turned over, and then it goes upstairs.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen a fire one that went
Really?
really fast.
Really?
Yep.
Are we ready for Zay?
So hang on to it.
Gotcha.
Anything you need to do with your characteristics, or
No.
you need to drop items?
No.
Or tell us your secrets.
I am secretly 5'4".
Okay.
I'm actually 6'2". I'm just wearing stilts, actually.
All right. The hunt has begun.
Oh,
Yes.
Boy. Oh boy.
Dechera.
We must
I'm going to elevate
roll
how
up.
many? I only roll two,
2.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I need at least what?
You're looking for a 3 or 4.
Ten.
Yes.
2. Hey, it's okay. You go to the ground floor.
Make him the
That's good.
You go,
You can
Oh,
go,
you get out of
you
the
can go
This one?
anywhere on the ground floor.
Make them to
Right
pairs,
here.
like roses and clovers.
No matter what the nights are over. Doop 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 doop.
Okay.
Now you can continue moving.
Okay, so that was just one, right?
Yep.
And then
Bring me a dream. I'm serious.
2, 3.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, Jason.
Wait. Was you guys supposed to skip my turn?
Yes, it always starts to the person left of the trader.
Okay.
Yep.
It's my turn next.
Long swamp.
Give me a basement tile, please.
Ooh, can you have me some Starbursts?
Jason's just like,
We're gonna figure out a way for this
Yeah, that's
not to
Oh my
run.
word, you're gonna eat that candy?
This is 4.
All the
Eat a whole stick.
this is gonna make it so we can't hear anything.
It's fine.
Maybe dump it out and put it in like a bowl or
pass you
something.
one?
Just a second. Everyone grab their CA. I don't like it. You like this? You don't?
You just gotta click on them.
Is it a normal one? A
Do I
normal
have to do whatever it says?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a tired.
And it's a daggum dead end.
Daggum.
Okay.
what is it?
Well, it's also an omen.
Yeah, which is a good thing now.
We still do ovens?
You can still draw them. They're like basically like items.
Battered rain with an incomprehensible inscription. If you attack opponent that has a sanity trait, you can attack with sanity instead of might. Your opponent then defends with sanity and damage is mental instead of physical.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to end my turn, unfortunately.
Yep.
I'm gonna die in the basement. Layla!
Layla.
Oh.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Please close your mouth.
Stop.
Don't kill my doggy.
Okay, never mind. You're good.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow.
Baseball
Is
player,
it?
say that.
Please stop.
1. Okay.
Hey, people like this. ASMR is
2.
very
2.
popular.
2.
For people who get really accustomed to can chew.
Go forward. 3. Right. 4.
It's actually where people just like make noises like they hear every day, like
Oh
It's like really close to a mic, like a really sensitive one.
scratching.
Balcony.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's an omen.
Oh, yay, balcony.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know to kill anyone in here.
It's just an omen. Girl, companion. A girl trapped alone. You free her. Gain 1 sanity and knowledge. Now, that's how it's written. I'm serious.
No, I'm laughing at our scenario with Mason.
Lose 1 sanity and knowledge if you lose custody of the girl. This omen can't be dropped, traded, or stolen.
What do you, this is a girl?
No, it just changes her traits. You don't
Oh,
have an
okay.
actual token.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Here we are. Now I have 3 omens.
I'm afraid.
All right, have you done all your movement?
There's an omen card so it ends.
Last time we
Layla?
played.
Oh, what?
Are you done with your movement?
Oh,
It ends
can I
on an
keep
omen.
going?
If you have more.
No,
She
it
has an
ends
omen.
on an omen.
Oh, it ends on an omen. All right.
Father. Silly goose.
All right. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
Last time we played.
Storeroom. So
And a
item.
dead end too, darn.
Darn.
lucky stone, a smooth, ordinary-looking rock. You sense it will bring you good fortune. After you attempt to roll of any kind, you can rub the stone once to re-roll any number of those dice. Disregard this item after you use it.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. So that was 1, 2, 3. So I'll just go 4. Okay.
Here's my 10.
Last time we played, Mason got like, he was Mama's character, like the old guy. Well, the extra old guy. I don't know if she's playing the extra old guy. And
What's an event?
he got the sacrificial dagger and a creepy mask and a music box. And then he got the little girl and he was just walking around with her as an old man with a mask and a sacrificial dagger.
That'd be creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Possession. A shadow separates from the wall. As you stand in shock, the shadow surrounds you and chills you to the core. You must choose any one trait and attempt a roll for that trait. 4+, you resist the shadow's corruption. Gain 1 in a trait of your choice. 0 to 3, the shadow drains your energy. The chosen trait drops to its lowest value.
Wow.
Rude.
Ooh.
It doesn't drop to the skull if that trait is already lowest, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh boy.
I could kill
So
my
I'm
baby.
going to choose one trait and attempt a
So it
roll.
depends. Do you want to use 5 dice
No,
and
no.
potentially lose them? But
No.
you only go down to 4 if that's the case.
Oh, sure.
And the more dice you roll, the better chance you have of
I
rolling.
guess so. Okay, so I guess I'll
Statistics.
I'll roll 5 dice and I need it.
I retract all my rolling power and I intercept all Jason's.
You can't intercept mine though, I'm too close.
Like you're a traitor, so it's opposite.
4+.
Yeah.
I gain 1 in a trait of my choice.
Nice.
I'm going to put it on my speed.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
Cool.
My turn.
Whoa.
Wait. Okay, just kidding.
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, wait. I'm gonna do the dark dice.
Wait, why am I in the elevator?
Wait.
Because that's where you were.
You were the chair is just elevator.
I thought I was in the corner.
You weren't.
Okay, dark dice, dark dice. Oh man, this is gonna be a risk. Should I do?
I hope you die.
5 again. Why?
Haha.
I can only roll 5 on that one.
Alright.
My turn.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Okay. I'll stay here and get insanity because I haven't done that yet.
I don't know if you can after you're the traitor.
Do what?
It hasn't said anything about me gaining or losing any traits, and it hasn't said I can't be gaining any traits and or be affected by room cards.
Except I think it says traitors ignore all room descriptions.
Usually it says that like
It says
explicitly.
it, right.
I know in the rule book explicit.
Ah, the rule book.
That was so funny.
Very.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what you did. What did you do? The stairs?
Here,
Okay.
yoinkers.
Okay. Traders can use any beneficial text on a room tile while ignoring any harmful text.
Yeah, I'm a smart boy.
Nice.
Cool.
I am the
Not
smart
nice.
boy.
And then there was one.
What is
The
that?
basement is partially flooded.
So it's gonna be every turn. It goes from partial to flooded to partial
Okay,
to
so
flooded.
that means
I think
No,
we
it-
don't have much time.
The entire basement?
yes.
My turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
The entire basement is partially flooded. Then the basement is fully flooded. Then the basement is fully flooded. The ground floor is partially. Then fully for both. Then
Needs to know,
partially.
Barbell.
Then fully for all. I'm not affected by this.
Why are
you,
there so
Jen?
many like?
Okay,
Me?
where are you?
Can I go?
Yes. And you know where you want to go.
Your dad.
I don't want to go here. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
Sure.
It's funny.
Bum bum bum. Ugh, that hurt my voice. What the heck?
Attic.
Yeah.
What's it say?
Why is that a
Is that the thing?
Yeah.
There's an
I
don't know.
item. There's an item in there.
It's already there, huh?
That's rude.
I need
That's
to.
what
Are
I
you
was
sure?
That's what I was supposed to put there.
Mr. Sandman.
That's
Sounds
what
like-
he's supposed to put there.
Really?
Yepers.
Was that for you or for us? Did it
For us.
say? It just didn't say?
It's a rowboat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's us.
And currently I have a.
Also, you
You're in the room
you
with it.
need to do the event card.
If you're in the
Huh?
room with it, you can, you can get it.
I'm going to kill you.
Rotten. The smell is in the room. It's horrible. Smells like death, like blood, a slaughterhouse smell.
Why
You
that always
must
happen in the
attempt
attic?
a sanity roll. 5+, troubling odors, nothing more. Gain 1 sanity. 2 to 4, lose 1 might. 1, lose 1 might, 1
With
speed.
might,
0, you double over with nausea, and you lose 1 might, 1 speed, 1 knowledge, 1 sanity. Wow.
It's spooky
Okay.
because that one always happens in the attic. Like every single time I play, that's the card that comes from the attic.
roll.
Huh.
4.
Can you give her the thing?
I need 4.
So,
I need 5+ for nothing to happen. Oh, that's so bad.
That's a 2. You lose 1 might. Haha, I can kill you easier.
Well,
Okay.
it's the same thing.
So it's partially flooded, so what does that mean for me?
you have moved
2 fewer spaces.
Okay.
Chicken's going there.
But
Oh, I can only go here for right now.
Yeah.
And I have to do a knowledge roll. Knowledge roll of 4. I need 5 die. Right? No, 4 die.
Alright, you can
Can
do
make
it.
it big.
You can do it.
I need to get a what? A 4
I
plus.
take all my rolling powers.
Got it.
Ah, lame.
Your words don't mean a thing.
Just wait a minute. I can. So I only have 3, so I can only move 1. So
Yep.
I'm done. Ugh, I'm so dead.
There's water around your ankles.
Layla, it's your turn.
Oh. Give me a second.
Ah!
oh,
Whoa.
Sorry.
Wait a minute.
Shut.
Wait, I'm not. Well, I can't. Oh, even if I move my dog, he can't go anywhere.
It's okay, Mr.
But
Jason.
can he explore? Can your dog explore?
No,
no, you can't open rooms.
he cannot.
Read it.
It can only go through doors and stairs
Right.
to any explored room.
Okay,
Up
yeah.
to 6.
No, that doesn't help you.
Doesn't help. I could come get that thing if I had access.
What do you have good things items?
Dum 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 dum.
All the collapsed rooms
Wait.
fall here. What?
Oh, never mind. I remember. I think.
Alright, go.
Did you look at her item cards and all that stuff? Was there anything that may be beneficial?
Closet, revolving door, none of this helps. This isn't anything.
Spirit board before you move during your turn. You can look at the top color room.
Is she gonna come this way?
I'm confused. Can you guys kill me?
No,
Yes.
we can kill you.
Like just straight up might attack me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wave.
But
And
you
it-
should have a lot of. It should tell you how much your damage is.
Usually you gain might
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
it's probably
I don't think
ridiculous.
he said he got anything.
Okay,
He didn't
nothing
get any
really
trait
happened.
changes.
If you read through the what to do now,
Really?
it should
Are you going here?
it usually tells you to.
What?
Because you have a lot of movement. And
Oh,
if
yeah.
you carry that, it's minus or 2 for, right? You
Oh, I already talked to her.
Okay, okay, so
That's where-
JK.
Go.
That's where I'm going.
Okay, go for it. Just do what you want to.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then
Mhm.
I can.
With it, what's her movement?
2. It's
So I can
extra
still do it.
An extra 2
No,
spaces.
no, 2 for every movement. 2.
It doesn't tell me to do anything.
How many more movements do you have left? 3?
3.
So you can move one more tile.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jacob!
Where are you?
I'm right here.
So are you gonna? What's your speed? I guess.
3. So I can do this. 1. 3.
1, 3.
Yeah. Are you gonna do anything else?
I can't.
You said it slows you down by how much?
Basically, it's half. So if you had 6 speed, you can only move 3 with it.
Okay.
Hmm.
But that's with it.
Right.
Correct.
Not getting.
So I used 1 without the boat to move in,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had to use 2 to just move 1 space.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that boat be heavy.
Go ahead, Anna.
Hold on. We're gonna have to drown.
I'm annoyed.
I'm going. I'm going to be a little. I got one shot at getting the stairs or something.
So get it to the balcony.
No, I know, but I was trying to see if I can do anything else.
We have a balcony.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
Just please remember that we're recording.
Sorry.
Nice.
Oops, come with me.
She fell over.
Should I do this or no? It's not really necessary.
Yeah, other than maybe gaining the physical trait with a 4, all the rest of them don't help you. Or mental trait. The problem is you could end up reducing everything.
Right. Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
Either.
Yep.
Hello.
There's here. There's still other candy.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
I will attack.
They are screaming.
What do you roll?
2.
Alright.
I'm not attacking Mother. I'm attacking the rowboat.
Oh, snap.
Ah.
So we cannot defend.
So we have to.
Get to
Get
the
there.
boat, y'all.
What's the hit points on the boat?
+3, I damage it, and I'll take one of these. Once I reach 4 of these,
The boat's dead.
the boat's dead.
Just leave me. Just go, guys.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
You
die.
have to die.
The basement is fully flooded. No.
That's good.
I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna explore
It
one.
says
just
here-
to-
Jason.
Wait.
Drop any.
When either more than half of the heroes who started the haunt are dead, I win.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay. So just saying, if you let Jason die, that's one of your heroes.
That's okay.
I don't get it.
We understand.
Right now he's stuck in the basement.
He's drowning.
We gotta
Fully
do this.
flooded. Fully flooded.
He's such a good swimmer, though. He sacrificed.
I mean, there's like a chasm. You think the water would just flow in?
I was
You
having
would
the
think
same
so.
thing.
You would think so.
Maybe that's where the water's
It's
coming
coming
from.
from
the
the
water-
lake
The waters come from the chasm.
and the underground lake.
Yeah.
It's not
Both.
good. It's not good.
Alright,
Wait, my turn?
your turn.
Okay.
That
so
bearskin rug, though, it's
I
getting
can
soaked.
still do 4.
That's what you're worried about.
Mhm.
Okay.
Are you gonna attack Isaiah?
Attack him.
How do I, okay. With
Just-
my.
My attack.
Okay.
And
Just
you
do
have
Well,
the.
technically, I'm already dead. Couldn't you kill me?
What
Does
is
it
that
say
part?
you died?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to be attacked.
Do you
I'm a
have any?
ghost?
Okay, what does it say about you
How are you
dying?
a
Oh, it
ghost?
says you're a ghost?
Do you want to hear my story? It doesn't give anything away,
Okay, sure.
technically. I've already told you my motives
It
because I
doesn't
have
really
to.
tell us anything about you. So.
Many years ago, you drowned in the underground swamp beneath this house. Since that time, you have existed as a ghost, alone and lost in your watery grave. Then you found the medallion. Its power gives you the chance to return to mortal form and find others who might share your twilight existence with you.
Gotcha.
You have carefully selected and brought your new friends to the house. Now it is time for them to join you in death. Already you hear the water filling the basement. You must not let them escape. Death is better with friends.
So we can't kill
Well, he says he's mortal now.
When did it say that?
You read it.
Well, you took on some kind of
He
form.
took on mortal form.
But he's still like.
So but I'm
Ghostly.
like, you should be able to kill him so he can't attack the boat anymore.
It doesn't say
It's
anything
not.
about that, and usually it does.
It's
Usually
just
it'll
all
say like,
us getting there in time.
Yeah.
It's just about us getting
So
there.
he has no traits at all.
No, I didn't get any special thing.
But so it didn't say. I don't understand. It doesn't make a
We
whole
just
lot of
gotta
sense.
hurry.
Yeah.
That he can move around and attack things, but we can't attack
He
it.
can only attack.
I can only attack the boat.
So we just gotta hurry. Okay,
Okay.
your turn.
Give me a basement tile, please.
He was trying to explore more.
I have.
He has
What choice do I have?
if he finds the stairs, he
No.
can get out.
It's an omen card though.
Spooky.
Something to hurt
What does
you.
the gymnasium
Oh,
say?
that didn't go anywhere.
Once per game if you enter your game 1 speed.
Should we send the elevator back for
We
Jason?
can't.
I'm
we can't.
just
We
gonna
go down
die.
with it.
A madman companion. Gain 2 might. Holy cow, I maxed out on might, y'all.
That's not good.
Gain 2 might, lose 1 sanity. Sanity's back to normal. Okay,
That's not very-
there's that, and then I'm ending my turn. I gain 1 what? It's 1 speed.
Mhm.
Hey, nice. I've been needing that. That'll help me. How much do I lose in a fully flooded thing?
4.
4
Wait, it takes 4 to move 1 tile.
minus 4.
Yeah, -4
Oh, where-
speed.
So I could still move 1.
You
I would be able to move 1 regardless.
Yeah.
And then I have to take, because I'm in a fully flooded place, what damage do I take?
2 points of physical damage.
Well, I'm rocking it on physical damage.
That's not good.
I'm gonna survive a while. Well,
That's not good.
it might allow me to find a way out.
But it will also not allow us to
We're all in
escape.
this together, man. You're not leaving me hanging out to dry.
You were gonna
Look,
sacrifice
coming
yourself a
back.
second
Just
ago.
drown, Jason.
He was gonna sacrifice himself.
I'm gonna lose 2 might. I can't like kill myself.
I
Yeah,
know.
I have to
just
play
just let the game play.
Alright,
Let the
I'll
game
let
play.
you turn
You
now.
could just drop your speed.
Well, I could,
No, you
but
can't.
it doesn't matter. It's physical.
Um,
I can take either.
Oh,
move me to the patio.
you can take any physical trait, which means if you take your speed, which is less, it's closer to death than you taking might damage.
True.
Because
Is
if
it-
any trait hits the skull, you die.
Is that true?
Yes.
Well, I don't want to die yet.
I
I don't want to die
don't kill us. That's okay. No, I don't.
yet.
You can't kill the robot.
two.
I think that
Alright, I took
Okay.
it. I took it on
not
speed.
in every free, right?
No,
every time I roll 3
time-
plus, I get a might roll, and every time, and once I reach 4 might rolls, I can kill the boat. In one
If he
hit.
if he destroys the boat, we all die.
No, I know that.
Alright, I'm basically 1 round away. I'm
Okay.
dying my next turn if I
Sure.
don't find a
Sure.
way out.
Sure.
Okay.
Just move me to the patio.
You mean the balcony?
Yes, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yoinkers.
Why is everybody going there?
Move me there too.
Party.
Most fun.
We're so gonna win.
My turn.
Poor Isaiah.
It's
Oh, my
Mom's
turn.
turn.
You should attack one of the explorers. Just for fun.
Who?
Arbo.
That would be dumb.
Blinkers.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I can move the rowboat.
No.
Just steals it.
He just runs with it all the way to the basement.
What if I did this? I mean, this doesn't really hurt unless I do
Oh yeah, you
this.
could do that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, do it.
I've had to take the rowboat. By the way, it says hero, so you can't move me.
Come on.
Go ahead.
4. Gain 1 physical trait.
Nice.
Haul it back.
Yeah, Layla.
All right. Go.
My turn.
Oh boy.
Don't.
And you have to be. Somebody should have moved the
I need
stinking
to roll.
away. I guess he could still move to it.
I need to roll a 3 plus.
It's,
Alright.
it's just.
I rolled all 2s. Yes, that doesn't do anything extra. I'm just happy I rolled all twos. So
Congrats.
I get a mic roll.
Cool. Nothing.
In and out.
Wait, what?
I just moved in and out.
Hang on, what
Or
happened to
out
Isaiah?
in, out
Isaiah
in.
didn't attack the boat?
He did attack the boat.
Mic roll.
His attack was enough to damage the boat, which is why he has 1 marker on his character right now. Once he gets 4 of those markers, the boat's dead.
Oh, I thought he already had a marker from his
No.
first turn.
No,
The first
didn't
turn
get
he
3+.
didn't get it.
Ah. But he grabbed one of those things before.
He was just showing us what happens.
Oh, I thought
But
done.
he didn't actually
done.
do it.
Okay, give me a basement tile, please.
Come on. Get out of there.
Stairs.
Get out of there, buddy.
Lord, I
Stairs.
keep so busy praising
What is it?
my Jesus.
Wow.
Stairs. But now you can barely move.
No, actually, I'm the same as I was before. So that's one. It's 1, and then I have to take another one to get up there,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't, and so I have to take.
2 physical damage.
You realize by the time you get
Can you
here,
send your dog
this
you
out?
will
just die?
also be fully
Did you
You're
flooded.
dead.
just die?
You're dead.
Not yet. I'm not.
It doesn't. It doesn't
Wait,
matter.
wait.
Jason.
Because
What does that do? Does
This-
it roll back?
Which one? This?
Yeah.
No.
Is this partially flooded now?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just die.
Why? Wait.
Because he can't.
I
This
can't
is
do
already
anything.
partially flooded. By the time it's his next
He
turn,
couldn't get
it's
there.
fully flooded as soon as he gets here. He still can't get up.
I'm just saying this. Okay. Can your dog still move 6
No.
spaces?
Yes.
The dog should be affected by water. Right?
The dog is not affected. But that it can't.
It can't carry the
The
boat.
dog isn't slowed by opponents. It can't use one-way passages or rooms that require a roll. It can't carry items that slow movement. The dog should be able to rock and roll.
Save
How
the
does
dog.
that
It's,
work?
He'll do the doggy paddle.
wait,
I have
isn't that
this-
just like
Look,
movies?
I know, but
like
what
the
does that
dog
do?
makes
It stops the damage, the flooding for
Honey.
1 turn.
But it's already flooded.
Watch. Take the physical damage. Take the damage and die. Watch.
I will take my physical damage and die.
Oh god.
And we win.
Really?
Yeah.
But I didn't win. I'm dead.
You won though, Jason.
Ah!
You allowed us to
It's a
win.
hollow victory.
And the doggy swims
I know,
out.
It's a hollow victory.
It didn't give me anything to do anything. I had to just attack the boat.
I think you could have just attacked us. But you wouldn't have wanted to.
No, because I had such low might.
Well, you have low might, and you know the only way you can win is by destroying that boat. We just got lucky that we were able to find the attic and the balcony so quickly.
And most everybody was in reach of the
Most
stairs,
everyone was pretty close to the
Except
attic.
for Jason.
Yeah.
except for me.
See, it doesn't tell you to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it says, paddling with all your might, you move the boat away from the foundering house. You can hear your friends screaming at you over and over. Come back! Come back! Death is better than with friends. Share it with me. That's one offer of hospitality you should refuse.
GG.
Take it as a learning lesson, buddy. Losses.
Touch
We
me.
learn more from our losses than our victories.
Salty.
All right, so that's the game. The fun thing is, there are 50 different scenarios, so lots of replayability.
It's just a different game every time.
It really is a
literally.
different game every time. And then there's some expansions to this game which add more room cards, more item moment and event cards, and
Okay,
another
I see. It's
50
waiting for me.
scenarios. So a lot of fun. What do you guys think?
Very fun.
Love it.
I think I should have kept playing. I should have tried.
I was trying to get